Good morning. Come on in, jump on in here and say hello this morning. I'm Sheila with Sweetie's Creations and Decor, and this is my Craft Round the Clock show today. So come in, say hi, all the good things. Let me know you're here. I am ready to say good morning. So it is raining here. It's been raining all night, and it's supposed to rain all day today, all day tomorrow. Hey, my friend Kimry from Be So Creative. Good to see you. Let's get us up here on our laptop. That way I can see. Good morning. Good to see you. So y'all come in. We're going to have to do some painting this morning. So we got a little painting to do. Let me finish up my little star right here. How are you this morning? Hey, Christine. Hey, Teresa. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, I don't know if people tell you, but you make our days. We love to see you on, and we're sorry we can't always speak to all of you because sometimes we don't see the comments. So I had a lady say, you never say hey to me. I may not have even seen you. And sometimes when we're creating as well, we've got our head down, so we might not see you, but we always welcome everybody and always so excited to see all of you here this morning. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Miss Patty. How are you? Good morning. You're my sunshine. Thank you. Hey, Cheryl. It's raining there, too. Y'all, I feel like we're drowning. My hair has been one frizzy ball for a week. My husband said, what's with your hair? I said, it's the rain. It's just the rain. Hey, Irma. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Sarah. Yes, it's just yucky, y'all. It's just yucky. So I got my little star done because I'll be using that. So let me just put it to the side. And I just had one little piece on the bottom for that. Let me stick that in the water. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Pam. Good morning. Good morning. Now, tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. Now, we've got some outside things to do this weekend. We're going to a concert. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. Hey, Criselda. Hey. Good morning. Hey, Judy. And I was like, oh, no. My husband said, well, we're going to go, but the ground will probably be wet, y'all. That's the only thing about wet. But they do have some concrete, which will be a little bit better than the grass. But it's kind of astroturf, and it usually dries up pretty quick, this place that we go. So we've got tickets, so, you kind of have to go. But it's supposed to clear up by tomorrow night and then be Sunday all day, Saturday and Sunday. So that's going to help dry out, y'all. Our yard is just one mush. And, the tomatoes are growing like crazy, but then when we get all this rain, it kind of changes them a little bit, so you want some dry too. Hey, Sarah, you finally have sunshine today in Iowa. Well, awesome. I hope you enjoy it. So y'all, we're going to paint up a little bit. We're going to be working with a watermelon and a crow, and we're going to make a little primitive sign today. I'm good. This came from Joann's, y'all. I got it at Joann's. It had a little string on it, and then they had these, and I got a little watermelon and a little lemon pitcher that they had. These were the only kind of wood they had just left, and it was 90% off. So I don't know, some of it was less than $1. So I said, you know what? Nobody can cut that out for $1. I'll just grab it. And this little crow, I think this one was cut out by my friend Christy. I believe cut these out. If I remember correctly, that's where this one came from. So we'll decide what side we're going to want to do it on because it can be turned either direction. So we'll get that painted up. Let's see. I think I'll do this direction. Let's get it painted up. I'm going to use a little bit of licorice and black. Hey, Debbie from Secondhand Treasures. Hey, Susanna. Hey, Nita. It's raining in Lineville. Yeah, I think it's going to clear up for us, though, Nita, today. I mean, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, and it'll be pretty all weekend. A lot of things going on, and probably the same thing in your state. But in Alabama, we have a lot of outdoor activities because it's so warm here. So that goes on pretty much all summer. I'm adding a little bit of Onyx, and this is the metallic to that gives it just a little bit of a shine. I kind of like that look. So let me get my paintbrush over here and see if we can get this painted up. I'm going to add a little water to my brush. That kind of gets it moving a little bit, and it's not going to hurt your paint. Chalk, mineral paint, those both like a little bit of water sometimes, so you're not going to hurt it. but it just gives it a little bit more of a shine with that onyx in there. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Becca. Your garden looks like a swimming pool. Ours does too. Ours does too. We just got a little small garden. We've got a squash and a zucchini. Now, squash and zucchini usually grow pretty easily, but it's been so wet that they're not wanting to grow, and I don't want them to be mushy, so I'm hoping that we'll get some sunlight and bring those on out. We only have one plant of those, and we have herbs, and we have basil and tomatoes. So we have two plants that have bigger tomatoes, and then we have the little bitty baby grape tomatoes. We love grape tomatoes. I eat them. They're so sweet. I just eat them like they are. And then I put them in a salad. And I made a salad the other night with the little cherry. They're either cherry or pear tomatoes. We have two. And then you put avocado in it. Your avocado needs to be ripe. And feta cheese, some fresh basil, a little bit of olive oil, and then you can add other things in it too. That is such a refreshing, very healthy, very good for you salad, and it's a great thing to take if you need to take something to somebody's house, because it will keep without ruining, because it doesn't have mayonnaise, so you don't have to worry about it being kept cold and all that. It tastes delicious. So we still got some of that. We'll probably be having some of that tonight. Tonight is fish night. It's not Friday, but it's time for fish. We had barbecue and all that stuff. We don't need anything else like that. Hey, Unique. Hey, Miss Pat. Hey, Susan. Is it Paola? Paola? Let me know if that's correct with your name. If you're not a member of Craft Round the Clock, you can join. They're free. It is a free group. You do have to join, answer a few questions. The questions aren't hard. Just you want to make sure that it's you. Make sure your Facebook is up to date and that you have some content on there. Hey, Karen. So you want to make sure that all of that is when you answer the questions. And then Miss Tracy will get you in. Now, she does have a lot of people that'll apply at the same. It seems like she gets these spurts of people just all applying at the same time. So give her grace. Give her a little bit of time. The great thing about Craft Round the Clock is that it's 24-hour crafting. So if you're watching me on replay today, welcome our replay people for later. Right now we're live. You watched me on Craft Round the Clock. You can go up to the top where it says featured, and you can see everybody that's been on that day, the featured section. So that's a good thing. And usually if you're in an event that I have, my creators that are in the events that I have, I put them up in featured that day as well, so that if you are watching the event, that you can go back and watch them in the featured section. And that way you don't miss anybody. So I'm just giving this a good coat. We'll be sanding a little bit off, so I want it to be good and dry. So I'm touching up where I had some spots, and we'll put him, her, whichever one it is over there. But I got tickled at this. This girl was talking about them one day, and she was talking about the crow. She goes, well, they're all boys. Well, I said, well, they can't all be boys because they have to come from somewhere. But, you know, the crows are a pain sometimes, but I do like the way they look in the primitive. And Miss Tracy's gotten me hung up on primitive. I just want to make so many things that she's made. Those little doll dresses, all that stuff. And then I love Barb from Chicken Pickens. Oh, she makes the cutest primitive dolls and all those things. Oh my gosh. And so I'm going to start sewing a little bit again. I will not be in the event tomorrow for the craft. I think it's tomorrow's the craft rooms. Maybe it's next. I can't remember right now. But I will not be doing that because right now we are trying to transition, possibly putting my craft room in the guest room, but we're painting in there, so I can't really get to a lot of things or do a lot of things right now. So I am not going to probably do that. Okay, I want to start with my green. Okay, and I probably will put some coffee stain on here so it won't be as bright. Hey, Kathy from Iowa, how are you? Hey, Vera from Vermar Designs. Couldn't get it out this morning. Sorry about that. You're trying to move things around too, Debbie? Oh, yeah. I can't do craft room reveal right now because I just really have I've got stuff y'all wouldn't believe. I just can't get into anything else right now because I have a ton of stuff. So my husband has me going through all those things in there and doing, and my guest room, we don't have a lot of guests. We do have family come. So it'll be enough room for family, and I can always push my table back against the walls. That's what I plan on doing. Is like my table's out here, I can push it against the wall when we have company, and it won't be a problem. But we're working on that, and so hopefully we'll get that done. We've got the paint. My husband just has to take it back to work and have them mix the color we want. I keep trying to decide on the color, y'all. I tell you, every time I go back to like a cream or linen, because I know that I can put any color in there, and I'm kind of one of these people that can't make up their mind on what color I'm going to put as an accent color, and I like to change it up for seasons and different things like that. So I'm thinking if I just paint it, I might paint it the same color as our bedroom, because I really love that color. It's a linen color, but it does look yellow sometimes. It does look yellow. During the day, it looks more like a linen. At night, sometimes with the lights on it, it does look more yellow. But I'm okay with that too, that yellow tone. We're also painting our house because hasn't been painted since like probably 2018, the inside. And so we've got to do that as well. So it's always something when you have a house, right? Okay, y'all, I think I'm going to put a little bit, let's see, I'm going to put that green and then a little bit of white. I've got room for my white. Okay, and then we'll do red. We'll do a red. Let me fill this in just a little bit more on that green. Now, yeah, this does not have to be perfect when you paint it, y'all. Don't worry about it being perfect because there's no watermelon that's perfect. So don't worry about it being perfect. Yeah, I can turn you down a little bit. There you go. Is that better? All right. Good morning, Della. Della, I promise I hadn't forgotten about you, girlfriend. I have been cleaning out the guest room, getting things out, all that stuff, and I am finding all kinds of things that I forgot I even had. So, I just touched my... Let me get the edge of this real quick. All right, hold on. Oh, please, I'm being a messy crafter today, which is nothing new. Hey, Shannon from Rosebrook. Howdy, Shannon. Have you gotten all moved yet, or are you still moving? Let me get in my black back. Put a little bit black back on here where I got that green. There we go. And I want him to look kind of dull. All right. There we go. Now we got that. I saw a place I wanted to touch on the edge here. I'm going ahead and painting this edge. I got to talking to y'all and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Imagine that. Can y'all imagine that? Y'all know that's not like me at all. Y'all know I'm a messy painter. I have paint everywhere. I try to wear nice clothes online, but I have paint on my aerobic pants this week. I came in from aerobics and I just left my shorts on and changed my shirt. And I get off and I've got paint and I don't even know how it got there. Tell you, this paint just flies, doesn't it? I think it flies off the table. I really do. I think it does too. Okay, let's do that. All right, we got our green. We're going to dry it just a little bit, and then I think I'll start my red from the other way. You picked a part of the house to declutter. Today is my day that I work in the house. So Thursday I usually can do that, and I'm around here and can get things done. And so today I'm planning. It's a nice rainy day. I'm planning on getting in there and getting some more things out of that guest room so that we can get in there and paint. We've got to take the bed down I have my mother's white iron bed, and I've always loved it. It's not a real antique, but it's a reproduction that a company that used to be here, and I hate they went out of business. They had the best mattresses you've ever bought. Oh my goodness, their mattresses are good. And so she left me that bed, and I just want to put that in our room. I just love the bed. It's got the scroll work and everything on it. And then I'll move our bed in there. So, when in the process, my husband actually agreed to it. I couldn't believe it. I figured he would say, "Oh, honey, really?" But no, he's been really good about it. Maybe I think they get to the point sometimes where they think, "Nah, we just won't argue with them anymore. It's not worth the trouble," right? My husband is pretty easygoing. I mean, he is pretty easygoing, and he knows I love the bed. I do have to get a new mattress, though, to put in the guest room, because that mattress is old that's there. It's not real comfortable, and, you know, because it's old, my bed's too low, because that is one of the high-sitting beds, and you have to have good mattresses. Okay, Debbie, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it today, sweetheart. Okay, I'm going to use some Candy Apple Red. Now remember, I'm going to put a little bit of, probably put some little coffee stain on here, so this won't be so bright. I'm just going to start with my red. Let's see. I have to look at my picture, y'all, because I forget about, you know, how these watermelons are sometimes, because I know they got a thing of white. I'm just going to go ahead and start the red up here, and that green can kind of be drying. And then I've got a piece of board to put it on. Isn't that red gorgeous? That's a beautiful red. It's called Candy Apple Red by Paint Pixie. Yes, it's a beautiful red. So I am hoping that I can get some things done today. I've got all my stuff in there. We will be having a sale next month. The first Friday of the month is our Craft Around the Clock sale. Make sure that you filled out the form to buy, because you will need to fill out that form, because that way we don't have to look for anything. We can find you right there. It's got your email and everything. It's not shared with anybody except the person that you bought items from, and in Craft Around the Clock. It doesn't go anywhere else, so you don't have to worry about that. If you filled it out before and your information is still correct, you do not have to do it again. Only if you need to update something, and then you can just go in to update. You can put that on your form, that everything's the same except for, you know, if your address changed or your email changed or anything like that. Make sure we have all that, because I do bill PayPal, so that's what I use. And so you do not have to have a PayPal account. They use my account. All I have to do is have an email for you, and then I can send you an invoice. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and do that and have that ready, and because, you know, that's a week away. And that way we have all that stored, because you do need to do that to buy from us, okay? That's just our easiest way of not having to look everything up, chase people down, and all those things. We can get your packages out quickly, and it's fair to everybody, because that way if somebody else has bought something, we can go ahead and be getting all of our packages together, and then we can take them to the UPS. I do UPS. I do not send regular mail. They have lost too many of my things, so I only do UPS. They give me a receipt when I go in, and then if it gets lost, they search for it. Even if you've done it through another, you know, as long as you've used the UPS on whatever platform you use. Okay, yeah, hold on. I'm getting right in here in this red. I love that red. Okay, I'm going to put a little white. I'll probably put some more red around here, but I wanted to get that ready for the white as well. Shannon, I bet you are getting excited, and I know it's hard to move anytime that you've got to move, but you know, think about you're going to be making some new memories, and you know, and have some new neighbors that you probably can get to know. We're going over to our neighbor's house on Saturday. Her son graduated this year, and we're going to go over there for a little party. So that'll be fun. I've got some. Most of my neighbors are really, really good, y'all. I'm so blessed. I have good neighbors. They watch out for your home when you're not home. Isn't that a beautiful red? They, they get my mail. They do all kinds of things, and they are just the sweetest. So I am very, very blessed. We call ourselves the nosy neighbors, because I'm going to tell you, if something's going on, we're going to notice it. We have a little thing in the neighborhood so we can, on Facebook, because, sometimes people's animals are running loose and they're trying to find them, so it's a good way to say, hey, can y'all look out for my dog or my cat that I hadn't come home in a day or something like that. And then we all try to help and find them. Also, the neighborhood is good about, catching the feral cats and having them fixed. So we've been doing that. So I'm really, really blessed to have good neighbors. That's the one reason I don't want to move at one time. And we've thought about moving down to the beach where my brother is. But it's a lot of change. And we also love our senior centers here. Hey, Fatima. I don't like a low bed either. I've gotten so used to the other bed. And it took me a little while, because when I got this bed for the bedroom, it was a higher sitting bed, just like the old antique beds. And I'm kind of short. But now that I'm used to it, I don't know, I get a better, like when the air conditioner's on or the fan, I just feel like I get more air that way. Or if you have a window open and you're just resting, that air flows through, and I feel like it's just so much better when you're up higher. Nita, your cat will come back. Well, this lady said that she thought that her cat always came back because it stays inside most of the time, and it was missing for about a couple of days, and they found it was at somebody's house, and it was like on their back porch or something, and they don't go out there much, and it was just out there helping itself, being comfortable. But she figured it would be back. So sometimes that happens, and we don't want something to get them, y'all, because I have seen coyotes and stuff in our neighborhood. So grab your coffee. I slide out of mine too, Jeanette. My husband laughs because he goes, your feet hadn't touched the floor yet. I said, I know, but thank goodness, y'all, that I do Zumba and walk and stay pretty active, because I'm telling you, as you get older and get out of those low beds, those high beds, I am glad that I still have a little, I'm able to do that. And I hope that I continue to be able to do that. I'm hoping that my bones creak just like anybody else's. That's for sure. They do. Y'all, I'm using about 10 brushes today, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Yeah, we're on till 10:30, so we're good. We're good. We're good. We're going to get it finished. We are. Okay, y'all, I'm putting a little bit of white. And this is the Saltwater Taffy. Yes, all of her paints have they're either a sweet or a drink named after it. I think she's done pretty well with the way that she's named things, and when she gets a new paint, she names it too. So I just love Miss Josie. She's just the sweetest. So I'm putting a little bit of white on there. As y'all know, there's a little bit of white on the watermelon. And listen, this isn't going to be, this looks like a first grader's painting it, but it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's all about being whimsy, right? Because we're going to make it work. And I'm going to put some red down to there. And also, there's a little bit of pink in your watermelon. There's a little bit of pinky red. But I can put a little bit, and I'm just going to put that there, y'all. It'll all work out there. So you can put a little bit, I could put a little bit of the red velvet cake on there too. So I could put a little bit of that. Hey, good morning, the cutest little thing. Hey, Andrea, how good to see you. I used to work with a girl, and her name was Andrina, and I called her Andrea all the time. She never said a word, but her name was Andrina. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Okay, y'all, I'm going to take a little bit of I'm going to take a dry brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of that red velvet cake, which is more of a pinky red. See how that is a difference? It's more of a pinky red. See, it's got a little pink in it. I'm going to take a little bit of that and kind of dry brush a little bit of that on here and there. And it may not show a lot, but I just thought I'd put a little bit of that on there, and that'll give it a little bit of that pink. It's showing up a little bit, and it might when it dries. Just a little bit of that in with our watermelon, because y'all know that watermelons have both colors. That's really not going to make a whole lot of difference. Okay, let's get our red back. Let's see if I can get this line right here onto the side here. I think I'm going to get a smaller brush, because y'all, this is a little tedious right here. So let me get one of these others. I'll have lots of brushes to wash when I get through. Yeah, let me just do it this way. Then I'm just going to kind of match that in. That's what takes the most time, is just painting. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about perfection. Don't worry about perfection. Because it should just be fun. I see people get so upset when things aren't perfect. You know, life's not perfect. So we just have to just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Just love what you do. It may not be, you know, as good as somebody else, but it'll all be okay. And if y'all will, keep sprinkling us out. We know we're only up 30 days on our video, but go ahead and sprinkle us out. And if you have not seen some people in a while, go look up a few creators you haven't seen in a while. Go give them, even if you can watch 5 minutes, y'all, float them a heart, make a comment, you know, any kind of comment, hello, anything. That is going to help our video stay out that 30 days, and it's also going to help Mr. Book of Faces keep us out there. Because if we don't have any if you have people that don't have any interaction, you're not seeing them because nobody maybe has jumped on in a while or something like that, or they didn't get any comments, anything. Watch our reels, watch our things we post. You know, if nothing else, float a heart, or just put a heart in the comments. Anything like that will help us, because we really are struggling with all the changes and all the things going on. And so that just helps everybody. Thank y'all for the hearts. Yes, it helps everybody if you can do that. Because we know, you know, you've got your favorites, and we know that. And that's okay to have your favorites. But just remember that we can keep everybody out there. And y'all, I can't ever watch everybody also, because I'm usually watching Craft Round the Clock, because that's my place that I love, and I love all of y'all. But I try to find some small pages that I haven't watched in a while and go back and kind of watch some of those as well. Jumped on a few last night. Nothing else, I jumped on for a little while and said hello and all the things, and went back and saw their finished project. Because sometimes you get busy, and we know that. And you know, you can't watch crafting 24 hours a day. There's just no way you have time. But if you can jump on and watch a rerun, repeat, whatever you want to call it, and just, you know, you can even put the word replay. Now, hashtag replay does nothing, so on mine you would have to put exclamation mark replay, but you don't even have to do that. Just put the word replay. It lets us know you replayed. And okay, y'all, I know it's not perfect, and I know there's hold on. And I know that I got a little out of the line, but that's okay, because, you know, watermelons aren't perfect, so I'm not perfect. We're okay. We're okay. All right, let's take that white back. Let me find the white one. I was trying to not put my brushes in water till I got through with it. Here it is. because y'all know I'll be using them again. Okay, let me put a little bit of white right in here that I didn't meet up. Let me dry that just a little bit. You do need, it is hard to watch because you know we all are busy. We're all busy. What I watch a lot of times on the weekend when I'm not in an event or late at night, I'll turn it on and put on my headphones and just listen so I'm not disturbing the hubby. And because he's always want me to watch something on television with him, and some of the shows bore me, so I'll just he loves PBS and the nature shows and all that stuff, and I like them okay, but sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just watch my friends, so I'll just watch a little bit and listen on my headset. At least make a small comment if it can. At least watch part of it, even if you just watch the end result and see what they did. You could do that as well. Okay, y'all, got to touch up that back. That when you're painting, you got to touch back up. And I'm gonna put that one in the water. I think I'm through with it. And let me do a little bit of red right here where I got off a little bit on the white, and that's okay. Not gonna worry about it. As I said, we don't have to be perfect. Let's get this good and dry. I am going to put some black around these seeds too, so let me do that. I think I can wash out this brush and use the black. Hey Michelle, thank you. Welcome. Good to see you today. If I don't get to speak to you, don't get your feelings hurt, y'all. Sometimes I don't see your comments till the next day. I'm not going to do these perfect. I'm just going to put a little bit of black on the edges of them. And I'll dry up some more. I know the dryer gets irritating, but at least it's not as loud as some of them. I was gifted that by my friend Missy, and I have loved it. I'm just putting a little bit, I'll hold it up and show it to you in just a sec. Just putting a little bit of black on these seeds. Just mostly just a little bit on the sides. Just to give them a little color. You also have white seeds. I can't eat a lot of watermelon. My husband got some the other day. Oh gosh, y'all, it was so good. I just had to taste it. Definitely runs your sugar up. So you can't, I mean, any kind of natural bananas, watermelon, oranges, all those things run your sugar up, so you can't have any of those kind of. You mostly have to have berries, which I love strawberries and blueberries. So that just put a little bit of black on there. It's hard to tell, but just a little bit of black. So let's make sure these are dried up really well. And we'll get it on our board. I think the crow should be pretty done. Now I am going to put an eye on my crow. So let me take, and I have that little star to put on there. Let me take a little bit of white. Just put him a little bitty eyes, all he needs. Get that dry. Okay, now I'm going to take my crow and I'm going to sand off the edges so it looks a little bit more vintage, primitive. That's the way I like mine. Oh, it's stuffy in here right now, and it's rain. It's not even that hot outside. It's just kind of really a muggy day. It's stopped for right now. I've got the windows open. I like the windows open when it's raining just to get that breeze through. So there's my crow. I just like mine sanded on the side. Yeah, having the glistening, right? Yep, it's just part of the weather. That's okay. Y'all aren't here to see me. Y'all are here to see the craft. It doesn't matter. It's all good. So then I got that one kind of grunged up a little bit. Now I'm going to take a little bit on this as well, on my edges. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit, kind of on your edges. Sometimes you can't even see it that well, but I'm just going to sand that off a little bit. Just to give it a little bit more. See, it's not a lot, but it just is a little bit to give it a little bit more of that look. All right. I'm liking it. It's cute. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could put some stenciling on there and put a word. If you wanted a word on there, you could do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm emptying this in the garbage. Okay. So we can get some of that mess out of the way. Okay, and here's my board. And I did coffee stain it because I love the coffee stain. It smells delicious. Now, it was painted. My husband took all this board. We used it for my backdrop, so I had some samples left, so I used it. And so I love the board. And he had put a primer on there. So on top of the primer, I just put some coffee stain. It's still raining in the Northeast as well. You're welcome for summer. Yeah, in South Georgia as well. I see Miss Yvonne posting, and she lives in the upper part of Georgia. And Tennessee's having the same thing. And y'all, it's just, we need some sunlight. We really do. Okay, let's see which way I'm going to do this. I think this way. So I just cut the board off and just made me a little small board here. And we're going to glue it on. I am going to coffee stain these a little bit and trying to decide. I probably do it afterwards, and that way it can kind of all dry. So we're going to put our little, and we've got our little crow. I'm also adding a flag, because y'all, I just love flags, and I love to add those. So I'm going to add those. Let me put my little star on my crow here. I do have my Ryobi out today. I've been missing it, and as long as I can keep a small battery, it works pretty good. It doesn't like the big batteries anymore. It gets it too hot, and so I'm just, and I put a little cinnamon on it. So I painted this. I took the red and mixed a little bit of the brown, which is chocolate souffle, and made this little vintage color here, and that's just going to go right there on my crow. I like that. This is also coffee stain. You can get these from Amazon. I will tell you, the staples were showing on the front, and I didn't like that, so I took mine and just rolled it over and put some glue on there, and then I just put one of my little clips on there, and I made mine not show these staples. I like it so much better. A little break today, Mary. Oh. Hey, Robin from Sun in the Mountains. It's cloudy in Minnesota. You're going to get some sunshine starting tomorrow. Y'all, I'm going to put this here, and I think I don't know if I'm going to leave it laying on the, y'all let me know which one y'all think. I definitely want to put my flag because I love to still pray for America. That's all I can say is we're still praying for America, y'all. I'm thinking about putting it either on top, or you could put it just the watermelon laying a little bit on top of it like that. I probably should have cut a bigger board, but I couldn't find any more of the board that wasn't in a huge piece. My husband had put it behind all the toolboxes and stuff, and I wasn't trying to pull all that out. The car was in the garage. I was like, there's no way I'm getting this out. I'm going to find a sample. So tell me which way in the comments that y'all like it. The flag on top, just draping on top just a little bit, or underneath. I'm kind of thinking this will look all right if I kind of just push it to the side a little bit. Do y'all? Let's glue our other things on, and then we'll kind of look at that. This is just something simple, y'all. Just very simple. I tell you, this glue has been in here a little while because it's a little discolored, but it'll work. It'll work. I'm going to put another glue stick in. What do y'all think on the flag? Y'all put me a note. You like the watermelon laying on top of it? Yeah, before I glue this down, I might want to put the flag on there then. Let me get me another glue stick. You like the watermelon laying on it? Okay. Let's push it up just a little bit right here. It's okay to be right here on the edge. I'm going to cut that stick off a little bit. It's okay. Okay. We'll have that in the background. Okay. We'll do that. We're going to cut the stick off. So let me get my... I think I might have to get the bigger pliers. Y'all hold on. Let me see. I think they're right here. I'm going to have to have the bigger ones because that stick is kind of thick. So I've just got it sticking under there just a little bit. I'm going to cut this off. And I'm okay if it hangs off the edge. I am going to put some glue. There we go. Now, I can probably use that on a bird thing or something, so I'm going to get rid of it. You never know. Yo, I just don't get rid of those little things. I end up needing them every time I throw them away. My husband saves every little thing that comes off of something, or if it's an extra part and something that we got, he'll keep them. Y'all don't know how many times he's known where that is. He'll go, I have one of those. I'm telling you, we're both very thrifty, and it pays off sometimes. Flag should be upside down. MJ. No, I'm not going to fly it upside down. I know, we're troubled right now for sure. We just have to keep praying. Just have to keep praying. Hey, Cindy's Creations. How are you, Cindy? Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of my tacky glue. I tell you, we just have to keep praying, y'all. That's all we can really do right now is just pray for all the things going on. And I'm not going to get into politics because I tell you, it just not worth it. There. I think that's going to look good. You save everything too, Robin. I'm going to tell you. I don't know. My husband the other day was looking for something. And he said, have you seen something or another? And I said, I think I ran across it the other day. Where did I see that? Some kind of papers he was looking for. I said, I know I saw it somewhere. I found it. And he and I both can come up with things to fix stuff around here. Y'all, you have an older house, you have to rig all kinds of things. Trust me. And he doesn't throw like things in the garden. Like I had this big pole out by the back, and the wind knocked it over and it broke the two bottom pieces off to where it sticks in the ground. And I said, I just put it out there, so we can just put that to the street. Maybe somebody could do something with it. I found it was in between the buildings out there. And he said, I'm making you a scarecrow with that. We'll make it work. Okay. So, y'all, you just have to love them because bless their heart, they sweet. Now, see, my battery's already trying to go out in my Roby, so I don't know. Let's see if we can get some hot glue out. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see. And I am going to put a little coffee stain on there. We got 2 minutes, but what I'm going to do, go ahead and get this part on. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of my coffee stain, y'all. You love it, MJ. Thank you. Good to see you, sweetheart. MJ, have you been creating? I'm telling you, I'm not getting any notifications. I don't know when anybody's on or anything else. Now, y'all, I know this may not be y'all's thing, but I'm going to take a little bit of grunge. Hey, Crazy Craft Company. Hey, Kimberly. We got a minute. Okay, y'all. I'm just going to put a little on my watermelon because this is my look. This is my look. So if it's not your look, that's okay too. That's okay too. And then I can always wipe a little off if I get too much. I like the grunge. This is my jam. And y'all know I've got some crows in my kitchen. I like the primitive, and and I've always liked it, and I'm liking it more and more. So I'm probably put a little bit more of that in the kitchen. So y'all, this isn't too much. I'm doing it very light, very light, very light. Now I'm going to dry it up. but that way I can show y'all before we get off here. Y'all stay tuned. Oh gosh, I remembered who was next, y'all, and it just went out of my brain. Somebody remind me if you know who's next. It wasn't. No, she's on later. Y'all stay tuned. If you're on Craft Around the Clock, all you have to do is just bring your camera on your camera, just swipe down and you can go to the next person. G Mall's Workshop. Okay, maybe that's why I haven't found you, MJ. Okay, I'll go and follow you there. G Mall's Workshop. Okay. Hey, Paulette. Yeah, I'm not going to put a bow because I like the flag and everything. When I get off, I'll go look that up. Now, I'm deciding if I'm going to do this as a shelf sitter because I really don't have any room to hang this in the kitchen at all. So, y'all, I know that it's not perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. Thank you. You love it. Thank you so much. Hey, does somebody know who's next? Hey, Patricia's Craft Studio. How are you? Good to see you. I don't remember who's next, y'all, but y'all go stay tuned for the next person up. And I will be on again next week, and check the schedule. I should be on Craft Around the Clock Thursday of next week as well, but I may join and do an extra time. So y'all stay tuned for the next person. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and stay tuned tomorrow for Craft Around the Clock Fun Friday. It will be a blast. I'll be there watching. Have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Love you.